Okay, here we go. Number 6. Why was number 6 a function? There you go. What about number 9? Number 9 was a graph. Vertical line test, right? Here we go. It only hits once. Number 10, how many times did it hit? Twice. Number 14, standard form. What was standard form?
X plus CY equals C.
There you go. Look, A, B, and C are all just numbers, right? Okay, so what's your A on number 14? 4. What's your B on number 13? Or for 14? 3. And then what's your C? 7. Y'all okay? Somebody let Josh in, please. Y'all okay? You got it good? Yeah? All right. It's in trailer too.
No, Trailer do the class. Yeah.
They just sent an email and said, like, Friday and said it was going to be there. Hold on. Let me pause this video. Hold on. Y'all okay? You got it good? Come on, wake up. Y'all with me?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, come on. Y'all get enough sleep this weekend? No? Okay. Today is the 28th, right? Monday? So what we going to work on today?
Linear relations to functions.
All right. And page 5 through 7, right? And we're also going to do what? All righty. Here we go. Let's review our perfect squares. Don't look at anything. Don't cheat. Don't look at anything. You ready? What's the very first perfect square?
1.
What's the next one?
4.
4. 2 times 2 is 4. And then 3 times 3 is 9. Then what?
16.
Yep.
25.
Yep.
36.
Keep going.
49.
Uh-huh.
64.
Yeah.
81.
81. You sound like robots. All right. 100. All right. 5 more.
121.
Yep.
144.
Yeah.
169.
2 more. And last one. All right. And when is your quiz? Tomorrow. Got it? Y'all okay? And then what happens on Thursday? A test on perfect squares 1 through 25, right? Unfortunately, that is not going to be able to be graded before your progress reports go out on Friday, okay? Because they'll print progress reports Thursday morning. I won't have time to give you the quiz and get it graded, so that will go on your next progress report. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, so anything that we do before Wednesday, I will be able to get in the computer before Thursday for your progress reports. Y'all okay? All right, so what else do you have on Thursday? Quiz. 2.1 is what we did on Friday. Ooh, what did we do on Friday? Look at your learning targets. What were our 3 learning targets we learned? All right, here we go. Function or not a function. What did it mean to be a function? No repeating x values. What was the difference between 1, 2, 1 and on 2?
On 2 or 2 x's went to the y.
There you go. On 2 had something repeated. Either 2x's or he's not in there. Don't worry about it. We tried.
Oh,
Thank you, Josh.
no.
I'll find him later. All right, what about 1 to 1? What was 1 to 1?
That's where it's all like.
There you go. Everybody had a date for prom, right? Everybody had one date. One person and one person together. Does that make sense? One domain and one range together. Y'all good? But the on 2, something repeated. Somebody brought an extra date to homecoming, right? Y'all okay? Okay. All right, here we go. So then we talked about, what's the last one we talked about? Evaluate. What in the world did we do with that? You have no clue? No? You got your notes? We can look at them? You lost yours? Well, that's not really good. Look at page 2. Look at page 2.
Like find an x or after the x.
What do we do first? We plug it in, right, Garrett? We plugged in our numbers. Y'all okay? All right. So let's look at our learning targets. Let's look at what we're going to learn today. What are we going to learn today? So let's see.
I can identify a linear function.
I can identify a linear function, right? And
I can write a linear equation in
I
standard
think-
form.
there you go. All right, standard form, right? That should be easy. We already talked about standard form. So let's look at page 5. Here we go, page 5. And you have a little cheat sheet right here. What you got, Garrett?
Okay, on page 1.
Yeah?
There's 4 blanks, top of the page. Did you do that?
Yeah, I might have
Did we not do the?
No.
We didn't do the vocabulary? Oh no! Thank you, Garrett. I'm so sorry. That is very important. I've like completely did not even see that. All right, right here. What's the set of ordered pairs? What's the set of ordered pairs? A relation. There you go. Remember, you getting together with your relatives. You're gonna have a set of people coming. All right. So what's the x coordinates? That's the domain. Hint, hint. You might want to know these for your quiz. And what were the y coordinates? The range. This is the things that always get you on your quiz because you don't remember your vocab. And then what is each element of the domain is paired with exactly one range. Huh? What was it called if we did one-to-one before that? We had to call it a function, right? Did it get it good? Y'all okay? I am so sorry about that, guys. All right, now let's look at number 5. All right, here we go. Look at the title. What's the title of this lesson?
Linear relations.
Linear relations. Guys, what's the word linear mean?
Line.
It means a line. So let's look at the first one. A relation that is a straight line graph. Guys, what's another word for straight line? Linear. Very good. But what happens if it's not linear? What would we call it? We would call it non-linear. How do you know it's curved? How do you know it's not a V for absolute value? It's not a V. It's not curved. All right. So let's see what we have. An equation such as x plus y equals 5 is called a linear equation, right? Y'all see that? What was the formula for y equals? For graphing a line. Y equals mx plus v, right? Keep that handy for just a minute. All right, a blank has no operations other than addition, subtraction, and multiplication of a variable by a constant, and that is a linear equation. Very good. Linear equation. All right, here we go. You ready? Variables may not be multiplied together or appear in the denominator, right? So what's the very first thing that we can write down for our cheat sheet? Cannot have. And Braden, what is it? Well, you can have a denominator. You can't have what appear in the denominator? A variable in the denominator. Very good. Okay? All right, what else did it say we could not have? Cannot what, Gabe? Multiply what together? There you go. Cannot have variables multiplied together. And there's one more that we're going to talk about. A linear equation does not contain variables with exponents other than what? 1. So cannot have exponent other than 1. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. Oh, the graph of a linear equation is always a line. Or you could say always a function. I guess either one of those would work right there. Yeah, you could say function, because if it's a linear, it's always a function. All right. So a linear function is a function with order pairs that satisfy. We don't really need to know that one. That's not really a big deal. All right, here we go. First thing it says to do is what? Okay, so here we go. So we need to make this look like mx plus b, right? Go. Make it look like mx plus b. Find your partner if you need to. We're going to be working with them pretty heavy today. Find your partner if you need to. Make that look like it makes me speed.
I worked with Dave
You
today.
can watch the today. Here. Make number one look like y equals mx plus b. Guys, what's so special about y equals mx plus b? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Just gotta go. So what's so special about, what are we trying to do?
Oh, it can't happen.
What are we trying to do? What did you just say? Well, which means you're trying to do what? You just said it. Because your final goal is to do what?
Get one by itself.
What, Jackson?
Get one by itself.
Your whole goal is to get y by itself. Then you're gonna look and see if it's linear or not linear, okay? Get y by itself. Yeah. 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 Looks nice, that looks nice. All right, here we go. So you should have gotten the x on the other side by adding, right? X plus 7, and then how'd you get rid of the 6? Divide. And so you got y equals x plus 7 over 6. Look at your cheat sheet. You ready? You could, but then you have to also do the 7 over 6 as well. You could do that. What, Braden?
What? I got like, how many rows? 7 over 6 plus x.
No, you have to add the x first. You tried to divide by the 6 first. You have to add that x first. Then you can divide by 6. Yep. If you do it to one, you got to do it to all of them. All right, so look at your cheat sheet. Since y is by itself, what's the very first thing that could not happen? Do I have a variable in the denominator?
Yes.
No, I do not. My variable's in the numerator. Then you cannot have a variable multiplied together. Are we multiplying any variables? Then you cannot have an exponent other than 1. Do you have an exponent other than 1? So it is linear. Very nice job. Very nice job. All right. Ooh, number 2. F of x is the same as what letter? Y.
Oh, can we just write y, or do you want?
Yeah, you definitely could just write y. All right. Function, linear or non-linear? Y. There you go, because it said explain. Now, I'm going to model to you how to write a complete sentence. It's not gnaw. It's not linear. It's not linear because x is in the denominator. And we are going to learn what kind of graph that is later. What, Garrett?
It is linear, you can just write linear.
You can just write linear. That's all it said to do because it said explain if it is not. All right, here we go. Let's go to the back. You got your partner? You see your partner? You looking at him? All righty. Slide your happy self right on over there to your partner, and we're going to work 3 through 6. 3 through 6, go. 3 through 6. 3 through 6.
So if it's g of x, it's going to be y.
Same as y. Yep, the letter doesn't matter. Did y'all hear Kenan?
What?
Kenan, say that a little louder so everybody can hear you.
I said if it's like g of x, is it still the same as y?
Yep, I think you had some classmates that weren't listening because they were talking. So one more time, Kenan, I'm sorry about it.
I said if it's g of x is the same as y too.
And yes, it is. G of x is the same as y, okay? Thank you, Kenan.
So we're going to
Where?
because it says 3xy.
Do you even need to?
It says 3xy.
Do you even need to? What was your cheat sheet? What did it say? Don't make it hard. Don't make it hard, guys, okay? Right, linear or not linear? Linear or not linear? And then if it's not, tell me why. We're almost, we should be almost finished. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we got people that are almost finished.
Well, they're smart.
Linear or not? Looks good, guys. Looks good. All right. What about the first one? Yes or no?
Non-linear.
Not linear. Why?
Because X and Y multiply together.
There you go. Ooh, what about number 4? I don't know. Why is it linear? What happened to my x? Why? Okay, look, you got y equals mx plus b, right? What did your slope have to be to make the x disappear? 0, right? So this is linear. Very nice job. Very nice job. All right, what about number 5? Non-linear. A lot of you rewrote it as y equals negative 3/4 x plus 8. That's perfect. And that is linear. Very good job. What about number 6?
No.
Not linear. Why?
Because X has an X.
There you go. What exponent does x have?
Oh, it has that.
What does it have right now?
Okay.
There you go. X is cubed. Very good. Y'all okay?
That works. What is?
Exponent's greater than 1. That's perfect. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Here we go. This is what we've been working on for a while. This should be pretty simple. Any linear equation can be written in what form? Standard form. And standard form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are, integers. What was an integer?
A negative or positive.
Negative, positive, or 0, right? Y'all okay? All right, here we go. 1 through 6. 1 through 6. Go. 1 through 6. Go. 1 through 6. 1 through 6. I'm popping. 1 through 6. All right, quick. We say a whole other page to do. Anna Kate, get up number 1 for us.
And there's a pen right there. Use that because that way it'll show up.
Just say the label A and C. All right, guys, make sure you label A, B, and C. There you go. Yep.
Oh.
Hey, y'all watch how Jasmine's gonna do number 3, okay? Hey, Jasmine, put the first one up there and then put that answer, so that way they can see what you did, okay?
Okay.
All right, y'all watch now. She's doing number 3. Okay, standard form. Are y'all okay on where she got 3x minus 6y equals 9? Yes, no, maybe?
Oh, yeah, so 5.
Yeah. But what did it say? It had x, y, a, b, and c were integers. When a what? What did it say in the directions? A, b, and c are integers. And what's it say after that? Of 1. Look at 3, 6, and 9. What's the greatest common factor between 3, 6, and 9?
3.
3. So what did she do to make that in standard form?
Divide by 3.
Divided by 3, right? That's where she got x minus 2y equals 3.
Why does A
Oh, yeah.
We just put A and B for them.
There we go. All right, what was the trick on number 4? You ready? Remember? What was the trick?
Can't leave with a negative exponent.
How do you get rid of fractions? You can't have fractions. Multiply by what?
Wait, you can?
A common denominator, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the least one, just a common one. So what's the common denominator on 4? 12 over 1. Now here's what you did wrong on your test. You ready? You have to multiply that by all 3 of them. A lot of you forgot to do it to the 5 on your test. You only did it to the ones with fractions, okay? So try that on number 4. Try that on number 4.
Like right now, or like maybe all 3?
You get 12 over 3. There's 12 over 3. 36 over 2. This is so fun. Just on your next step, right?
Finish it all? Look at you. Oh, what's your A? That's not the standard form yet. It's almost. What's right here? What's your X? 0. 0 X.
That's it?
Right now on your test. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Oh, you went ahead and moved it over. I'm sorry. Nice job. Nice job. This one. This one.
Do you want me to do it the way that I did on here, or the way that like it keeps the same stuff on the same side when you're multiplying it? Like, do you want me to keep like the 9 on this side?
Yeah, keep it like that and then move it. That way it doesn't confuse me. Alright. Jackson, get off my phone for his mine.
He got up to get on his phone? Wow.
One, he's finished.
I love you, but I'm not.
Okay. What's wrong? What's your A? A is in front of X. You don't have money involved. How much money you got?
0.
You don't have any X. You didn't have any. Yeah?
I always.
There you go. There you go. Alright, y'all okay so far? Jesse's got number 4 up there for you. 8x minus 9y equals negative 60. And then Braden's got number 5 up there, but we can't see it yet. We'll move it in a second. Jackson, can you do number 6 for us? No, Anna. Can you do number 6 for us? Very nice job, Jesse. Very nice job. Nice job, nice job. Alright, y'all look at Braden's work. Well, where's your standard form? You didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
You had it on your paper. You just didn't write it.
Well, hey,
Hey,
how was that? 60? I think it's positive 60.
No, because you have a negative 8 in the front, right?
We gotta do this.
Negative 8 plus 9, you cannot have a negative in the front. So you have to divide everything by negative 1.
Oh, okay.
So all those signs have changed. Just divide them all by negative 1 real quick. Positive 8.
435?
Yes. That would be minus 9. And that would be minus 6.
What I had last year.
Divide by your negative 1. So you see how you do that, okay? Alright, very nice job. Are y'all okay?
Nice.
Still okay? Alright, so 3 things. You ready? 3 things. First thing is, you cannot have a common factor other than what number? 1, right?
Or
Second thing is, you cannot have a leading, what? You can't have a leading negative. Third thing is, you can't have fraction. So 3 things, y'all okay? Alright, here we go. Let's go to the next page. Here we go. Yeah, we got 1 more page to do. And then we're done. We got plenty of time. Don't even. We do not. Your homework is to study.
Study for the test.
What? Not test. What do you got tomorrow? Quiz. All right, here we go. Let's see if we remember. Anytime that you see this word right here, what number did it mean?
0.
Means how much, Jackson?
0.
0. Did you got it good? Y'all okay? So I need to find the x-intercept, and I need to find the y-intercept. Are y'all okay? All right, here we go. Let's pick a number, any number. Pick a number on the x-axis, any number. 8. Okay. If I were to pick this number right here, how would I write that ordered pair? 8 and 0, right? So in order to find the x-intercept, which letter do I plug the 0 into?
Why?
The y, right? This is the x-intercept right here. All right, here we go. So we have, instead of y, I'm going to put 0. Y'all with me, guys? All right. So now what's the only letter I can solve for? X. So how do I solve for x?
You subtract 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to divide by negative 4.
Her. Oh, it is negative, isn't it? Yep. And so where is my x-intercept?
Letter 2.
At 2. There you go. Right there. All right, look at your y-axis. Here we go. Y-axis. Pick a number, any number.
4.
4. Okay, so right here. How would you write that ordered pair for this number?
0.
0 and 4, right? These are examples. So where is my 0 this time?
X.
The x. So to find the y-intercept, I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So y equals negative 4 times 0 plus 8. And y equals 8. Very good. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, right here on the top. And then you just connect them. Make sure you put arrows on the end. Y'all okay? Let's do another one. You ready to do another one? All right, here we go. Number 2. Number 2. If you two talk one more time, all right, here we go. X-intercept. It says to graph using the intercepts. So where do I plug the 0 in for? Which one? Into the y. There you go. So that's 2x plus 0 equals 12. Most of you don't have to write the 0 because you can see that. 2x equals 12. Divide by 2. And where's my x-intercept? 6. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. All right, what about my y-intercept? Where do I plug the 0 in for this one? The x, there you go. Okay, if you understand that that's 0, you don't have to write 0, but I need to write it for some people, okay? What you got, Kenneth?
Do I could like solve for the y-intercept? If we should put it in like y-intercept form.
Yes, because the directions wanted you to do it this way. Yeah. Because what I want you to do is I want you to be able to understand, like, look, if you plug it in 0 for this one, you can just cover that up, and you know the y is at 4, so you can graph it real quick. That's what I want you to be able to do both ways. All right, number 3, you got your partners? Got your partners? You and your partner work number 3. Go. Well, it would help if I actually graphed that line, wouldn't it? There we go. There we go. All right, you and your partner do number 3.
Does this look correct? 5.
Excuse me, you would get 21 divided by -4, you get 20. Yeah. And so that would be a fraction. Divide that out, get a decimal. It'd be a decimal. Yeah, that's fine. So the little past -5, right? Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Perfect.
Wait, we're just doing number 3 right now?
Just doing number 3, yep. That's all we got left. Oh, we got
This flat. That don't make sense. What did you get?
It's a decimal, it's okay.
It is?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's a good decimal, right?
I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
If they're good decimals, you can use good decimals, right? Okay. There we go. Yeah, just mark that one out. Okay.
We're like an 81. Oh yeah, maybe. It says -5.
Yep, -5 and 0.3 less. That 4 is negative. Yeah, it's fraction. When you can prove to me that you can handle it. So far, you're not doing that. If you write on my desk, I'm gonna knock it out upside your head. So, guys, how do you graph -5.25? You just kind of guess, like, what's it after? What's -5.25 after? It's a little bit past -5, right? Y'all okay? Did y'all get that?
Yes.
All right. So what's your homework tonight?
Study.
Study for
The perfect squares.
perfect squares. All right. Since we got about 5 minutes left, have we gone over all of our ACT problems?
Yes.
Have we? Let's see. What was the last ones that we did? I don't think. Didn't we do 11 and 12?
Yes.
We did not go over 11 and 12. Don't look like it. Did we go over 11 and 12? No? Oh, I don't think we did either. All right, number 11. What did y'all get for this one? C? So let's see. What does that say? It's got to equal $495. Opens his savings account with $75, and he deposits $65 each month, right? By the way, that is an equation. Just, do you see that's an equation that I wrote? I did not write $495 minus 75 divided by 65, which is what a lot of you said an equation was on your test. Just saying. So, here we go. So move to 75. What's 495 minus 75?
420.
Oh, 420, yep. And then divide it by, come on, act like you're in high school, come on. Divide by 65, what do you get? What do you get?
Oh, I got a calculator.
6 point something.
Like 30. Yeah, you're right.
4, 6? Okay, so look, is it going to take him 6 months or 7 months? Because at 6 months, he's going to be just shy, right? So plug it in. 75 plus 65 times 6. How much money is he going to have? Not enough money yet, right? Does that make sense? All right, what about number 12? The slope. What is slope? What over what?
Rise over.
Rise over run, right? So, y'all ready? Yeah? Okay, here we go. So if I'm going to rise, how do I know how much to rise? There's no numbers written here. Like, how do I know what these numbers are? Because there's what, Gabe? Points. So what is this point right here? Like, what number is this? -4, right? So if this one is how much? -1, then they are counting by 1. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. And I ran 1, 2 to the left, which is -2, which is F. Y'all okay? All right. Go ahead and pack your bags.